EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? 12, 12, 12. Here we go.
Now Burrow changing the look. And space tough to come by there, as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 45 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards that time for number 19. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11, 11. God.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
11, mighty. 11, gun, gun. God, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, tank. 11, MT, tank. God.
Burrow will throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. His son, Reddick, able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
12, 12, 12. Here we go. Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hands it off out of the gun. Takes it to about the 37.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
11, Thomas. 11,
Now
11,
Burrow
11,
going to change things up.
11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
11, MT, 11, 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And so much of football is about mismatches, and here they're going to line their running back out wide to the right, and I think defensively there's a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that, and they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, Tate, 11 MT, Tate. Dot.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
Here we go.
Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Rondale Moore.
In the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll throw now on the final play. The throw's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down on a well-executed double pass.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
11,
Second and 10.
11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
MT, Tate. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In motion, the tight end.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Here's Smith now to return. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
12.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
12. 11. 12.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
11.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
11, Thomas. Here we go. 11, Thomas. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty.
Now Burrow. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11. 11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate.
36-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
11, 11, 11.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Moore, the motion man right. From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. That pass complete to Moore. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
12. 11 Thomas.
Burrow on play action.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Justin Jefferson, 30 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now 2nd and 5. Dances by him. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff looking right.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.